At the very bottom of our planet, there are places so deep, so hostile, that no human could survive there even for a single second. The pressure would crush your body instantly. The darkness is absolute. The temperature is near freezing. And yet, these places are not empty. They are alive, unexplored, and we still don't fully understand them. Welcome to the deepest ocean trenches on Earth, the most mysterious places on our planet. We've explored the surface of Mars better than we've explored our own oceans. This is World in Facts. When we imagine the ocean, we think of waves, sunlight, and marine life. But that is only the surface layer. Below 200 meters, sunlight begins to disappear. Below 1,000 meters, the ocean becomes completely dark. And then it keeps going. The Mariana Trench, the deepest known point on Earth, dives nearly 11 kilometers down. To put this immense depth into perspective, let's consider a comparison. If you placed Mount Everest inside the trench, its peak would still be more than a mile underwater. This mysterious and deep region is known as the Hadal Zone, a part of the ocean so extreme that scientists once believed nothing could live there. At those depths, pressure becomes the greatest enemy. Down there, the weight of the ocean above is more than 1,000 times stronger than what we experience at sea level. It's like having 50 jumbo jets pressing down on your body. Every square inch is under a force the human body was never designed to endure. Submarines built to explore these trenches must be constructed from specialized titanium spheres, with walls thicker than anything used in space travel. Even small design flaws can be fatal. In fact, exploring deep trenches is often considered more dangerous than going to space, because in space, pressure is absent. But here, it is relentless. Sunlight has never reached the bottom of these trenches. Not once, not ever. These environments have existed in total darkness for millions of years. Nothing there has ever seen a sunrise. It is a world completely cut off from the surface we know. No weather, no seasons, no passage of day or night, only constant darkness. And yet, life has adapted in ways that seem almost alien. Creatures here don't rely on sunlight. They generate their own light through bioluminescence. Flashes, glows, and pulses become their way to hunt, hide, and communicate. In this world, some have transparent skin. Others have enormous jaws, designed to survive in a world where food is incredibly scarce. When a meal finally appears, they cannot afford to miss it. Many species discovered in the deep sea look less like animals from Earth and more like something from another planet. Some are so unusual that scientists needed entirely new ways to classify them. And that's because evolution down there followed entirely different rules. Survival in this environment depends not on strength, but on extreme adaptation. Perhaps the greatest mystery of all is not the depth, it's the life. At the bottom of certain trenches, scientists discovered hydrothermal vents, cracks in the Earth's crust releasing superheated chemicals. Temperatures can exceed 400 degrees Celsius. Toxic minerals fill the water, and still, entire ecosystems thrive there. These organisms don't depend on sunlight. They survive through chemosynthesis, a process that converts chemicals into energy. This discovery changed what we know about life itself. Because if life can exist here, it may also exist on other planets without sunlight. Some scientists now believe deep ocean trenches may hold clues to how life first began on Earth. Studying these environments may help us understand the very origins of life itself. The deep ocean is not silent. Over the years, researchers have recorded strange, unexplained sounds echoing through the trenches. One of the most famous is known simply as the bloop. Detected by underwater microphones in the Pacific Ocean, it was louder than any known marine animal. To this day, scientists debate its origin. Was it shifting ice, geological activity, or something we still haven't identified? The truth is, we don't yet fully understand the deep ocean's acoustics. Sound travels differently there. Distances become distorted. Sources are difficult to trace. The deeper we listen, the less familiar the ocean becomes. Despite covering more than 70% of our planet, over 80% of the ocean remains unmapped and unexplored. But why does so much of our own planet remain a mystery? Because reaching the deep sea is incredibly expensive, slow, and dangerous. Each expedition requires years of planning, custom-built equipment, and technology capable of surviving one of the harshest environments known. A single deep dive mission can cost millions of dollars, and every descent carries risk. Unlike space missions, there is no rescue infrastructure in the deep ocean. If something fails, help cannot reach you in time. Scientists believe the trenches may still hide. Thousands of undiscovered species await our discovery. Unknown geological processes occurring in the depths. New medical compounds from deep-sea organisms. Clues about Earth's climate history, and possibly insights into life beyond our planet. The deeper we explore, the more questions we uncover. We are only beginning to understand what exists beneath us. The deepest parts of Earth are still a frontier. For centuries, humanity looked up at the stars searching for the unknown. But some of the greatest mysteries were never above us. They were below, hidden in darkness, buried under miles of water, waiting to be explored. And until we truly understand these depths, the most alien world we know is not in space. It's right here on Earth. This is World in Facts. If you want to explore more hidden realities of our planet, subscribe, because there's still so much we haven't discovered.